This is the Monday morning weather briefing. I'm James Spann. This is for Monday, the 16th of January. The weather stays dry today. A warming trend begins today, but rain will likely come back beginning late tonight. We'll see occasional rain tomorrow and Wednesday, and maybe some strong storms by Wednesday night or Thursday morning. So let's talk about how things progress this week. This is the upper air look across the country early this morning. Got one short wave that's coming out across the Great Plains states. That'll bring that chance of showers late tonight and tomorrow. Another trough coming into California, and that will bring some stronger storms later this week. That's the radar composite this morning. Doing this update live about 5:15. We've got some light rain over parts of West Tennessee and Arkansas, but Alabama is dry, and most locations will stay dry during the day today. Temperatures all over the board this morning. Because of the variation in cloud cover, we've got upper 20s for Gadsden, but low 40s for Haleyville, where they've got some clouds. And you can kind of see a tale of two air masses across the southeastern states. From Alabama east, it's pretty cold. Off to the west, Shreveport, Louisiana has 63. And we will be in that milder air tomorrow into Wednesday and maybe Thursday as well. Freeze warning in effect, kind of where I am there. In fact, I'll take my box off. That's for parts of southeastern Georgia and northern Florida. Otherwise, things pretty quiet across the region this morning. Here's the national watch warning map, and you can see most of the issues are out west involving snow, where we got winter storm warnings for parts of Utah, Arizona, Nevada, and Colorado. Winter storm watch in effect for parts of Nebraska, Kansas, and Colorado as the system lifts out. No severe weather expected today. No severe weather expected tomorrow. However, on day 3, Wednesday, we have a risk of severe storms primarily west of the state. The risk is centered over northern Louisiana and some of the adjacent states. The level 2 out of 5 risk extends into western Mississippi over to about Interstate 55. And keep in mind as you look at this, the outlook runs through 6 a.m. Thursday. And there is a marginal risk extending into the northwestern corner of Alabama. And the way it looks now, a line of strong storms will likely come through here late Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And there's no risk defined beyond 6 a.m. Thursday, mainly because of the lack of instability. But there certainly could be some strong storms, and we'll talk about that as we go through modeling. This is the rain for the next 7 days, and for most all of Alabama, rain amounts will likely be between 1 and 2 inches between now and Monday morning of next week. So, model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. And again, you can see one shortwave coming through the Midwest, the next big trough coming into California. A surface low is near Des Moines today with a band of showers south of that. Maybe some thunder, but no severe weather expected. And that will be us pushing a surface boundary in here late tonight and tomorrow. And the boundary most likely stalls out. So we'll have the chance of showers after midnight tonight and tomorrow, but probably not that much rain and certainly not raining all day. And the weather turns mild tomorrow. The front's going to stall out probably just north of Alabama, and we'll be close to 70 tomorrow. So this is Wednesday. The more dynamic wave comes in from the west, and you can see a deep surface low under 1,000 millibars that's northwest of Oklahoma City. Snow is likely north and west of that low, and strong storms form south and east of the low, maybe severe, over Arkansas, Louisiana, and eastern Texas. And the idea is that will be pushing a band of strong storms in here late Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Now, this is Thursday afternoon, and at that point, things are out of here. So I'd say the main window for the heavier storms will be from about midnight Wednesday night until noon Thursday. And if any instability can evolve, there might be a few severe storms within the line. So we'll have to watch it carefully. But again, for now, the SPC doesn't have any risk defined for Alabama on Thursday morning, but that might change. They might introduce probably a marginal risk at some point. But again, by about noon Thursday, the bulk of that should be over. And then by Friday, we're in a dry air mass. Friday should be a sunny day. Highs go back in the 50s, which is average for this time of the year. But the dry weather probably won't last long. This is Saturday. The next wave comes in. That's going to push rain in here initially over South Alabama, maybe Saturday morning, then expanding statewide Saturday night into Sunday. In fact, this is Sunday. It looks like an awfully wet day. And no severe weather here. This is just a cool, mainly stratiform type rain with temperatures in the 50s. So rain looks likely for the weekend, especially Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening on through Sunday. And this is a week from today, Monday, 23rd of January. That wave is on by. The next trough is in the western states, and we are dry with seasonal temperatures. That would be highs in the 50s and lows in the 30s. Let's go out 10 days, the middle of next week. This is Wednesday, the 25th, and we've got another trough coming in and another batch of rain. And again, that's probably not a severe weather look. It looks like highs would be in the 50s. The air would be fairly stable. But remember, this is 10 days out. That could change. But a lot of rain here for the rest of the month. This is the rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The green line is the mean, about really between 3 and 4 inches between now and the 31st of January. Temperatures warming up nicely. Now, this is for Birmingham coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. 63 tomorrow, and then around 70 for Wednesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Then highs go back in the 50s for Friday, the weekend, and much of next week, which again is seasonal for Alabama. And the latest 8 to 14 day guidance in the house, this is for January 23rd through the 29th. Awfully cold in the western states. Temperatures here near maybe slightly above average. So let's go back to Thursday of next week and that big tornado day. I think this has to be the story. This is Maggie. Maggie was one of about 70 small children at that church daycare you see in the background, Cross Point Christian Church, their daycare. And, the director and the staff, they heard the warning and they got those kids into small bathrooms and halls. And that saved all those lives. And they had a service yesterday at the church to honor the people that made those decisions. And again, that's how the warning process should work. That's a look at that facility there in Selma. That was an EF2 tornado. These photographs were from the inside of that daycare. And again, just heroic actions and the way the warning process should work. So the Weather Service has finished their storm survey, and this is kind of for the northern half of the state. And you can see about a dozen tornadoes identified by Weather Service offices in Birmingham and Huntsville. And I should mention that there were others down in South Alabama discovered by the Weather Service in Mobile. There was one up near Mount Vernon, north of Mobile on US 43. There's one in Conecuh County, one in Henry County, some identified by the Weather Service in Tallahassee. But the most significant tornado was that EF3 that you see there in Autauga County, and that's the one where 7 people were killed. And that was a long-track tornado. This is the findings from the Weather Service. This was rated, again, EF3. EF3 damage was discovered in both Autauga and Coosa counties. And the peak winds were 150 miles an hour. And this was down for 76 miles across parts of Autauga, Elmore, Coosa, Tallapoosa, and Chambers counties. And at one point, the width was 1,500 yards. And again, this is a look at the really when the tornado was peaking in intensity as it first got down. This is coming through Autauga County, northwest of Prattville, in that broad area between US 82 and Interstate 65, in the Kingston community, where we had the loss of life. And again, like I've said here before, we did not expect that on that day, on Thursday. We expected tornadoes to be brief, and that was not the case in this one. That's a long-track, violent tornado. So again, we'll go back and do some research on this. That's the one thing you do in the weather business when something like this happens, when something unexpected. You go back and let the researchers handle that, and we'll see what they find out, and we have to learn from that. We've not really had a chance to look at it because we've been so busy, but with time, we'll be able to do that in coming days. So that's it for the morning edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video today. Had a great book signing, by the way, in Fayette on Saturday. Everybody was so kind at the Only Door Cafe. You need to go there sometime. It's great. It's right by the McDonald's in Fayette. By the way, the next book signing is going to be, I want to say, February 4th in Huntsville at the Rocket City Weather Fest here in a couple of weeks. And after that, I'll be up at Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio. I'll be speaking there. That's not a book signing. But this week, there's no school today, as we have the federal holiday, of course, MLK holiday. Let's see what's going on this week. Tomorrow, Weaver Elementary in Calhoun County, and then McCullough Elementary in the western part of Jefferson County. Wednesday, got Veritas Classical School in Sylacauga. Thursday, going down to Sawyerville in Hale County, where they have a lot of tornadoes there. They've dodged so many over the years. And then be at Chelsea High School on Friday, and then Briarwood Christian School on Friday. So a busy week ahead, but a good week. If you're new here, we do these videos twice a day during the week. Weekends as needed. We do the morning update here about 5:15, the afternoon update about 2:30. Notes are on the blog, alabamawx.com. And, of course, if you can, watch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great